Why should you attend this retreat? Well, I think you want to gain something that can help you navigate the stress and the chaos that you're experiencing in the world. You want to learn some tangible tools for being able to do this. Well, we're going to look at how to do this through the lens of the warrior. And some clarification is important here. Looking through the lens of the warrior, but not just that a warrior is violent and fights and is killing all the time. There's also a softer side and more collaborative side to being a warrior. In fact, for example, Chogyam Trungpa's book, Shambhala, he goes into what it means to be a warrior. And he says warriors are people who are brave. They're people who are not afraid of themselves. As you do self-inquiry work, find out more about who you are, then you're going to come face to face with some things that are not so pleasant to see and to be aware of. But that's the nature of self-inquiry work and learning and growth. It's like you need the courage and the bravery to not be afraid of yourself, to see what's being revealed. So this is how we're going to approach it. Now, I have my own definition of a warrior, and it goes like this. Warriors are people who have made a conscious choice to live life courageously, exploring their inner and outer worlds as an opportunity to learn, so that when they die, they leave the world a better place because they have lived. So a few important points about this definition. Number one, making a conscious choice. You need to make a conscious choice to move in the direction of stress, those challenges that you have. Because there's this natural tendency to move away from stress because we like to stay in our comfort zone. So we need conscious choice. To explore the inner and outer worlds as an opportunity for learning. Well, the outer world, the stress that you experience in challenges is really the raw material for doing your internal self-inquiry work. In other words, as you're navigating stressful events in your external world, you're going to react or respond to that in a certain way. And so you can use that dynamic to understand more about this self-work that you need to do. And leaving the world a better place because you have lived. I think you want to impact the world in a positive way. You want to impact others in a positive way. You want your life to matter. So looking at it through the lens of the warrior will help you be able to make a difference in the world. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, it has everything to do with impeccable use of attention. I developed, created, refined, and tested this material in the crucible of rock climbing. I've been doing this for like 30 years. And climbing is very clear about the structure that you are engaging. For example, there are some times where you have to stop to rest and other places where you have to move through the sections very deliberately. And just like in life, we have a cycle of stopping at night when we rest to recover energy, and during the day we're engaged to apply our energy. So climbing is very clear about revealing to us a very helpful and important structure. And it's very clear about revealing flaws in our attention. If you're not focusing your attention well, then you're going to not perform very well. And so it's very reflective, and we can translate these lessons very quickly and clearly and practically to life challenges. Now, what are you going to learn? Number one, be awake and alert as a warrior in enemy territory. Okay, so there's all kinds of stress and chaos going on around you. You need to be awake to it. In other words, your mind is going to react to the stress and the chaos that you're experiencing around you. So you want to be alert to that so that you don't react and rather respond to it. And you respond by being alert and directing your attention more purposefully, more intentionally. And so you're going to learn how to do that. Number two, pay attention like it's your last battle on earth. This might be your last moment. It might be the last task that you do. It might be the last day that you have. And if you live this moment or do this task or live this day like it's the last one that you have, then you're going to be more present for it. You're going to be more effective in doing it. You're probably going to have more fun doing it, more enjoyment, and it'll leave a more lasting memory for how you've lived your life, especially as those moments and days stack together to create the life that you have at the end of it. Number 3, trust how life unfolds. You are in relationship to the world around you. You're in relationship to the environment. You're in relationship to other people. Learning and growth, even self-inquiry work, has to do with you and what you're integrating into the other people, the environment, the world. So you have to not control all of that. You can't control other people. You can't control the world. You can only control yourself and how you're using your attention. So it takes a level of trust to be able to get into relationship with the world and then grow through that. And you're going to learn some practical tools for how to do that. You're going to leave with some very practical tools for how to integrate this material into your daily routines, because you're going to need to know how to do this for the long term so that the training that you do in this retreat is going to be sustainable for you after you leave the retreat. So if you have additional questions, please reach out to me. You can contact me through our website, warriorsway.com. My email is arno@warriorsway.com. I'm excited about sharing the Warriors Way mental training material with you in this retreat. So see you there.